Is the Riff Test as good as the original Rift for Beat Saber Pro players? Well, the answer is yes, it is. In some cases, I actually even consider it better. In this video, I'll be going in-depth into all the advantages and disadvantages the Riff Test brings to the table for Beat Saber specifically. I hope you guys enjoy. First off, tracking. This is one of the most major concerns that most people have about the Riff Test, but I can assure you that in Beat Saber, it works perfectly, and better than my original Rift. To demonstrate what I mean by this, I set up a test where I swung harder than you'll usually ever have to, which will show how each of the headsets is affected by it. As you can see, in the footage from the original Rift, the sabers often start falling behind my real hands, and start relying more on their 3 degrees of freedom sensors to track. Whereas in the Riff Test, you can see my controllers are keeping up much better and much more smoothly. Also, do keep in mind that these tests were both done in ideal tracking spaces, so no open windows, reflective surfaces, or things like that. Here's a video of me attempting to do part of Scattered Faith, and as you can see the Riff Test holds up perfectly fine, but I can't say the same thing about my skills. Next up is visuals. The upgraded resolution of the display, while not really noticeable in-game, is really nice to have. It increases readability significantly and makes scrolling for songs in the menu that slight bit easier. The colors of the Rift Test look somewhat different overall, but I wouldn't really consider it better or worse. It just kinda looks different since it's an LCD display versus the OLED of the original Rift. One slight downside is that the screen itself runs at 80 Hz versus the 90 Hz of the original Rift. When swapping back and forth between headsets, the difference was barely noticeable, but it was there. You easily get used to playing on either refresh rate, and it didn't really seem to affect my ability to hit blocks in-game whatsoever. Comfort is a complex topic, and I'll be covering many different categories of comfort. First off, the Halo strap is great. Even though the S is slightly heavier than the original, it still manages to be more comfortable for most people. However, the strap is a little bit loose for me personally, and the headset kind of shakes during intense sections. It's an obvious fact that the built-in speakers aren't great. They work fine, but they don't sound particularly good. If you want proper audio, you're gonna have to use headphones or some sort of third-party head strap. Not many headphones fit over the Halo strap, however, so you're gonna have to take that into account. Next, the controllers. Because the tracking rings are on top, the center of gravity is way different than the original controllers. It takes a bit of adjustment to figure out how to swing them properly. The battery cover on them is a bit loose, so depending on your grip, you may have issues with it slipping, and this is easy to solve with any DIY solution such as tape. They are slightly lighter overall, making them a bit easier to swing. Also, this might just be me, but my grip kind of ends up being weird on them. I'm planning to experiment with alternative grips, and also using things like the Mammoth touch grips, which sort of give you like a wrist strap around the edge. So yeah, that's my review of the Rift S for Beat Saber. So now the big question is, should you get it? And my answer is a definitive maybe. If you're new to VR and have a gaming PC, then sure, why not? If you're thinking of upgrading from the original Rift, maybe consider saving that money for a better headset such as like the Index or Pimax. But if you really want a headset upgrade right now and you have $400 burning a hole in your pocket, the Rift S you can definitely consider a legitimate option for Beat Saber. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, be sure to leave a like and share it with your friends so you can let them know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.